Welcome to business. If you're new to our website, I'd like to give you a quick tutorial just so that you feel more comfortable navigating around and getting the information from your current dashboards. The first thing that you'll notice once you have clicked on the link in the previous video to show your cash position is you will be brought to this My Cash Position dashboard. Rather than delving straight into the graphs and the KPIs and your cash flow, what we want to do first and foremost is we want to give you a series of 5 important videos. You can view those videos in succession by just clicking on the playlist along the side here. And what we're going to do is we're going to cover with you some really important videos about what is cash flow, what's the difference between profit and cash flow, why cash flow is important, how to measure it, and how to boost it. So each of these 5 videos will only take a couple of minutes. They're based on stories, metaphors, and information from my book, Financial Foreplay. So for those of you who have already read my book, some of this stuff will seem a little bit familiar to you, but it's really, really important because it will give you the general foundation that you need to do 2 things. Number 1, to maximize your profit and cash flow and really understand what's driving your business. And number 2, to be more successful overall in your business. These 5 videos are extremely powerful, they're easy, and we recommend that you watch them before you go any further because it will make it so much easier for you to understand all of the coaching and tips that we want to share with you. Once you are done finishing watching those videos, the next thing you will be directed to is to just scroll down the page where you will get your current cash flow. Essentially, we refer to cash flow as MIMO. MIMO, M-I-M-O, simply stands for money in versus money out. So rather than worry about a whole bunch of accounting jargon, things that you might have heard people talk about like investing activities, free cash flow, net operating cash flow, perhaps even non-cash adjustments, we're never going to bring up these terminologies or terms or jargon with you because really they're of no value. Everything can easily be summarized into either money in and money out, and that's how we will always do it for the purpose of our dashboards. So the easiest thing to note right away is that we're going to give you a summary of what's happened in your business. The green represents the money that's gone into your business in a month, and the red is the money that's gone out. Your actual bank balance will always be this line that's represented by your cash position. So you'll easily see a quick snapshot. For example, this is just a demo or a sample company. In the month of August, this particular company started with a bank balance of $9,596. $14,765 went in, money in, and $26,565 went out. So it left this company with a negative $2,203 cash balance. So it's obvious to see at a quick glance that that's a problem. Essentially, more money went out than more money than came in. So cash flow is really just the net of these 2 figures, the 14,000 and the 26. If at any time you want to see what makes up this 14,000 or what makes up your money in, all you have to do is click on the plus sign and it will drop down and you will see all of these figures inside of your dashboard. It's not really important that you understand how we arrived at these adjustments, but I just want you to know that we've done it correctly and that you can always come back and find the numbers. And the reason that these numbers make sense or are important is that we will be referring to them later when we talk to you about the simplest and easiest ways and cheapest and best ways to fix your cash flow. So suffice it to say that what you need to know and what you need to focus on is that we're going to be giving you your last month's cash flow, the current month's cash flow, and also some year-to-date figures. And those are important because cash flow tends to get bad or go downhill over a long period of time. So it's really important to have both a monthly focus on your cash flow and also be cognizant or aware of what's happening on a year-to-date basis. But this is a very quick snapshot of what's exactly happening in your business. So I want you to focus on this as a secondary importance. The next most important thing that you're going to see on your cash flow dashboard is the easy ways to improve your cash flow. So unlike a lot of dashboarding tools that are on the market, they will tell you that yes, you have a cash flow problem. But what they don't do is teach you or show you how to fix it. That's where we're different. We provide easy ways to improve your cash flow. So what the system does, it looks at literally hundreds of different key performance indicators, metrics that we track, and also various types of scenarios. So we're looking at more than one thing at once, oftentimes. The system is looking for all of these things, and what it's trying to identify for you is the 2 or 3 things that if you just focused on these things this month would likely have the biggest impact on your profit and your cash flow. And that's really important for lots of reasons, because you could be focusing on a whole bunch of different things in your business right now. And some of them might be effective or impactful, and some of them might not be. The purpose of this is that based on your numbers, business will try to help focus you in so that you know what's going to have the biggest impact and what isn't. That way you can cut your to-do list down and focus on the most important things first. So based on this particular, and remember this is demo data, this isn't a real company, what the system is doing is it's taking a look and trying to figure out what we should recommend that you do. In this particular instance, it's saying that property, plant, and equipment is up, but the rate of earnings or sales is down. So obviously that's a problem. And what's happening is we're going to tell you what does that mean? What are the implications? Basically, for every dollar invested in long-term assets, you're generating 0 profit. And this is why it's a problem. We're going to give you some information about what that means for your business, but most importantly, we're going to give you step-by-step instructions. These are important for lots of reasons. Rather than just tell you that you've got a problem, we want to make sure that you have the tools and the strategies and some kind of guidance in order to actually take action steps this month. So the step-by-step instructions will always tell you either sort of 3, 4, and sometimes even 5 different steps that you can do. These will always be accompanied by related resources. So in this particular instance, because we're talking about assets, if we're talking about improving efficiency and disposing of assets, perhaps you won't know how to do that. So the related resources are articles and videos that you can click on. They will take you to another page that is still within the site, but it will bring it up separately so that you can see the entire document. And this How to Dispose of Long-Term Assets is a coaching document that will actually teach you what you need to do in case you're unsure. So you always have these tools and resources to refer and relate to. Each one of the tips that you get will have a set of instructions, and each one of them will have 1 or more related resources. Some of them have 3 or 4, but suffice it to say that you're always going to be supported and given as much information as you need to know to make changes in your business. So for example, in this instance, you're letting customers get away without paying you on time. That's a very common business problem. Rather than just say you need to collect your debt, we're going to teach you step by step how you might go about doing it, and we're also going to quantify approximately how much debt too much you've got outstanding or how much you should be targeting to collect. And so all you need to do is click into your dashboards every month. Please ensure that whenever you come back to business that you update your data, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute, because these tips will actually change. Based on whatever your financial information is, you will not be given the same tips every month. Well, I want to actually give an exception to that. You will be given the same tips every month if you don't take the actions and do the steps that are recommended to you. So all of the steps that you will get are based on your numbers, and hopefully each new month you will grow and change, and you will have different problems and different challenges that you'll be addressing. But when you do come back to your dashboard, please make sure that you have synced your data. If your data is not current, you will see right here below my cash position a little reminder letting you know that you need to resync your data, and all you need to do is click on Sync with Xero, and it will immediately reconnect to Xero and bring all of your new information in. You do not need to go through any of the setup procedures. All of that is always saved within business. All you need to do is sync and authorize us to connect with Xero, and we will do all of the heavy lifting and the rest for you.